Join us at the box office or call 810-787-2200. And we are live, ladies.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, everybody.
That's
Special
nice.
edition of Clutching Our Pearls.
Yes.
Christmas edition.
It's a Christmas edition.
We have our mukluk sock.
Yeah, we got our muck socks on. Shout out to Dr. Weaver for giving
This
us
was our-
so we could. This is our Christmas comfy cup.
We can be comfortable
Yeah,
while
we-
we have our conversations,
we-
our community
My
conversations.
Community conversation.
My mukluk socks were wrapped so beautifully. Thank you for the present and the wrapping. It was just
That was
gorgeous.
very nice.
Yeah, very custom. Thank
You
you.
know what?
Thank you.
We want to feel some kind of way
Yeah.
when we're
Mhm.
together.
Yeah.
And so here we are. And we have some things to talk about, ladies.
Yeah, we actually, yeah.
A few things
Few things
before we close out this year.
before we close out the year. So yeah, this will be our last question of
Well,
pearls.
they might see us New Year's.
Yeah, you might do New Year's toast.
or
Yeah,
something.
we might do your New Year's toast, but I'm gonna be out here, so I don't know what.
All right.
do.
We'll send links. We'll send links.
Well, I'll be
We
back.
don't know
I'll be
where
back
we
by
are.
New Year's.
Okay.
By New Year's.
But you know what? I'm glad we could get together tonight because
Yeah.
Oh my
these
God.
last few days.
Oh,
Well, we're gonna talk about this for a little while.
oh,
right?
clutch the
'Cause we have
pearls
some other
already.
stuff, but
Whew, this week.
this
Oh,
clutch the pearls
already.
do your forehead
Oh, yes.
and all of
Lord.
that, because I think what's been on the top of people's minds right now in the city.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've gotten over. We don't have a president for city council. We've gotten
And,
past. We
yeah.
don't have a third ward person for city council. But Hasselbrand,
We're not over.
we've got
That's
past. We're
right.
still drinking
Drink
bottled
a
water.
bottle.
Still drinking bottle.
We've gotten past some things. But Hasselbrand, let's talk about Hasselbrand, y'all. And you all like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, hit that like, share, and subscribe.
Click like, share.
Oh my. Yeah, we don't. Well, oh my God.
So what happened when you were at the barbershop selling bean pies? What did you hear about Hasselbrand?
Yeah.
No, listen, we ain't have to go to the barbershop. They've been on the news.
Every day.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Now that's a good point there.
Yeah.
That's a good point. But
That's a sad point, isn't it? It's
that the news
sad.
is covering it. That they finally decided to step up and do their job.
To cover it.
Right. So go ahead, lead us off on it, Stephanie.
Well, that news that first of all, you're gonna have a conference, a news or a information. It was an information session about Hasselbrink, 70 feet away, or 100 feet away from Hasselbrink.
Like
Yeah.
arm's distance. Arm's
We had a
distance.
meeting about Hasselbrink over at
At the
Cathedral of Faith.
Cathedral of Faith.
Across the street.
And then shout out to Ed Taylor.
Huh?
And you know why I'm gonna give a shout out to Ed Taylor?
Please tell me.
Ed
Oh,
Taylor,
wait. Let me get my point.
when Ed Taylor worked his hand,
Oh,
he said, "I'm gonna be the bad guy. I'm gonna take all of the blame. I'm gonna be the bad guy."
And he
did.
is.
said
He
was gonna
is.
be
He
the
wears-
bad guy, and he did.
he wears that well.
He wore that well.
He's the Elon Musk.
Yeah, he did.
Wannabe.
He's the
Wannabe.
Elon Musk.
Thinking to myself, you work for who?
The
So
administration.
you work, so you're in his administration. So I'm confused. How are you gonna?
How do you
If if he says no, then it don't go.
There
Well,
you go.
well, today I went to the meeting up there that they had at Hasselbrink, and
Meeting two.
yes,
Because I was at a meeting yesterday.
okay. Well, this is the meeting for today.
Yeah, let's start with today.
And first of all, I'd like to say Hasselbrink has obtained an attorney, And please go to their website. They're asking for support. So if you care to donate, that would be awesome, because this is a fight for community. However, they were talking about how they're getting their funding basically from the state, by way of the county, who was supposed to,
Well,
you
we do
know,
a millage. We do a millage.
exactly,
I mean,
exactly.
when you pay your tax.
Well, the millage, and then they have like some type of senior stipend, something or another. They gave the language today. Miss Bev was very thorough in the meeting about the lies that have been spewed to taint the minds of the residents to justify this hostile, strong arming, pimping out, turning out, and hustling of the first ward in our community. We know that Hasselbrink, as well as, I'm thinking it's the Brennan Center, always on the chopping block when we had the emergency manager, which you can speak to that. It's like the same old two-step, but the city took it over and they failed twice. So why they think they are able to run Hasselbrink now when we still have unfit water 10 years into a water crisis, and Hasselbrink is running beautifully, but yet the city feels a need to address that, but ignore the fact that our water is not clean is beyond me.
But Carol, because I heard some very enlightening information, and if anybody wants to really to hear the meeting, if they weren't privy to hearing the meeting, if you're on Facebook and you go to Hasselbrink website, or Facebook page, they have it where they live streamed it. So this woman last year won an award for her performance.
Yes.
And her outstanding leadership.
Who granted her?
From our mayor.
Okay.
Okay.
She won an award.
Let me know when y'all want me to pick up the
Not
story.
even a year.
Huh?
And now,
The villain.
which got detectives coming in saying that there's fraud, and I'm like, how did all of this happen? How did she go from Batman to the Joker? How did that happen?
Well, someone said that this began with a politician that was welcome, as any politician is, to any public event to speak at the Senior Citizen Center, and all hell broke loose thereafter.
McDonald Rivet.
Oh,
Actually, the mayor was actually running against her at the time. He had not dropped out of that race. So the same as the mayor had the opportunity to come speak when he was an elected official and politician, speaking to the seniors, letting them know what the resources and opportunities were for them, is what McDonald Rivet was allowed. And from Miss Bev's account, the mayor called her directly, told her that cannot happen. This was like maybe a couple hours before this lady was due to speak to the seniors. So the seniors are looking forward to asking her some questions. And he basically called over there and threw his weight around and explained to her that it couldn't happen. And she explained to him, it happened for you and it can happen for her as well, because she wasn't campaigning. She was speaking about
informational things
Yes.
for the seniors. So does that mean Brennan is safe because
Look.
no one went to Brennan to have?
Well, one thing we know is that
Is anything safe?
Mott Park, First, and Brennan are still paying their dollars.
That's an important point.
Well, Brennan is up for renewal though, right?
Right
well,
now, they're paying $1.
And I'd like to
Right now. We'll
and
see
I-
what's going to happen. But what are all the reasons he's citing for getting rid of them, for putting them out? Let's see, what are the reasons?
they're operating without a lease,
Okay.
which they have language, which they had language to that spoke to if they
When you
don't
said the
have
word.
a lease that they can operate month to month. So, and then he also said that because they were selling alcohol, which they were not, when you rent a facility to people that are grown and you have insurance that will cover you if alcohol is served, then those adults may decide to have a drink. And these people are darn near 100 years old. I think they're old enough to know if they want to have an alcoholic
So
beverage.
he's saying no contract, alcohol. What else is he saying as his reasons for putting them out?
Oh, and then they were in violation of their lease that they don't have, because he cited that they refused to sign the lease, which they did not. City council failed to accept their lease because everybody else is paying $1, and they start strong arming these people at something like $4,500. Then it was negotiated down 1,000 or two, you know, and
So
it's just
look, I have listen, I'm gonna read this
read it. Go
because
ahead.
you know what was interesting to me, and you were at the meeting yesterday, and
Yes,
and there was a list of reasons that he
a long
had
list,
to
yes.
put them out.
Okay.
And but this letter that came out, this is from the City of Flint Department of Law, dated March 6, 2024. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Bill Kim was the attorney. He was the city attorney.
Worst attorney ever.
And this says regarding Hasselbring Senior Center lease terms. And dear Mr. Fletcher, the city of Flint is in receipt of your February 23rd counter proposal to pay $100 per month to lease the building and property located, and it gives the address
Mhm.
for, commonly known as Hasselbring Senior Center. The amount is far below the market rate for the property and is unacceptable to the city of Flint.
Mm.
Indeed, at this level, it is likely that the city would have to consider other options, including but not limited to seeking other tenants for the property or operating the property ourselves, either directly or through a property management firm.
Mm.
It says we also note that your counter proposal failed to include any documentation showing the financial condition, budget, or cash flow of your client's organization as we requested at our meeting on February 20th. While we appreciate the third-party lease agreements that you sent after the meeting, in the absence of the detailed financial information requested, the city simply cannot agree that your $100 a month counter proposal is warranted or in the interest of the city and its residents. Here's the last paragraph. However, given that your clients have not identified any concerns with other terms in the proposed lease agreement that we sent to you on January 26th, the disagreement here appears to be purely financial. The city would thus propose to reduce by over half the rent payments under a new lease, from $45.86.67 a month to $22.50 a month,
Mhm.
with annual increases of 5% per year. This would represent a significant sacrifice by the city in support of the Hasselbring property to keep it available for our senior citizens and other members of the Flint community. So my point is, she had just got, you said, an award.
Mhm.
But then this comes out about what they haven't done. But he says the only problem is financial. Now all of a sudden it's, y'all over there drinking, you're selling alcohol, all of
Well,
I mean,
The
Which
kitchen
one is
sink,
it?
the
letter
kitchen sink.
and
well, she spoke to all those issues today.
Mhm.
Every point he spoke to, she counteracted. And also, it was stated that why is the city involved in Hasselbrink's business when they're not involved in anybody else's?
well, like
These
I
are,
said, the others only
and they're supposed to be operated by law by a nonprofit, not the city.
the city.
Not the
I
city.
just-
So, well,
No,
now let me finish. Let me finish.
because-
Hasselbrink sits on 15 acres
There
of
you
land.
go.
And we
There
also
you
know
go.
House of Esther sits on 40
Say
something acres of land. And I explained to you guys when I was on the school board, the reason your old buildings were always catching on fire is because they sit
You got
on
some
large
players.
parcels of acreages of land. This is about the land. But you can keep letting people tell you I'm a conspiracy theorist and I'm a nut if you want to, but you are being pimped out of your community.
Mhm.
Gentrification is happening
It's real.
right before your very eyes, and they're snatching the rug from under you right about now.
And setting it on fire.
And here's the thing.
Oh.
Here's the thing. We always got a few players that think they're movers and shakers operating with their two-faced selves. When it happens to Hasselbrink and it is allowed, Brennan Center, you will be next. Now they're not going to mess with my park because there's a little money over there, okay? But this is and why is it always the black community? Why is it always the black communities? He is targeting and this is nothing
Because that's
short
the
of the
easiest to deal with.
Republican and the Democrats. They see that those seniors have a close-knit community and they think some money is being generated over there
Well,
and they want their mittens on that land and the money that they think they have. This lady is working for less than director's salary,
Shit.
doing a phenomenal job. And you think You need,
They kept bringing up her salary of $50,000,
and she's supposed to be making 89. Yes,
And I
yes.
want to see how much are they paying the person that they have.
But they're
that
acting
they
like she's
brought
not
in.
qualified, and this is the exact same thing they did to the ombuds person. They fired the ombuds person, then brought her back to operate in the office and to do the work. But they don't want her processing complaints. That is so when they are breaking the law, which they are circumventing the charter right about now. Nobody will hold them accountable. If you think that Mr. Joe
Okay.
King and Trishelle Young are going to step up and hold them accountable for pimping Hasselbrink out, you
Joe
are
King-
sadly
What you gonna say?
Joe King been the
mistaken.
president for how long?
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Let me get to a couple of y'all comments for a second. Jamaica Patrick Singleton
Hey,
said,
Jamaica.
good evening.
Hi, Jamaica. Thanks for coming in.
Good evening. Melissa Zambrinsky.
Hi, Melissa.
Melissa, now listen,
She was
we
at the
gonna have to
meeting
get
today.
you. We gonna have to get you some snow tires for that car and have you some defensive snow driving classes. We're gonna have to get to work, baby. We live in Michigan.
Hi.
And said with love. With love.
But I say that with love. I say that with all the Melissa. I'm saying it with love,
I'm gonna say
baby.
something.
Because
about
I went
that
to
too.
because
Okay,
I drove
let's
to
start.
Lansing today. Okay.
I slid off the freeway last Thursday.
Nayla Shea said, hey ladies, I'm watching and frying.
Fry that swine.
We'll be right over.
Says, good evening, ladies. Snow Media Promo Group.
No.
Hey, Mr. Snow.
Yeah,
Support us down, John.
Yeah,
Love
Mr.
him.
Snow.
That's my guy.
welcome. John Malley. In the building, somebody said they had Lois Fletcher for their top attorney. He's the mayor and the city attorney. They need to get rid of him.
I think they
Good
I think they
evening.
realized that pretty early on. I don't think that he's their attorney now.
He's fallen from grace.
There you go. John O. Snow. Because I thought I saw his name a couple. See, that confused me. John O. Snow, excuse after
Yes.
excuse.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Right.
absolutely right.
John Malley, I don't see how they are having liquor up there. It seems like all the liquor that's being drank. Ed Taylor sounds like he said Neely is the closest Trump. John O. Snow II said, my opinion is because of the late Councilman Eric May's close relations
That's
with the
right.
Senate. And the mayor is showing his dislike towards Eric. So he
Because I was gonna say, why
Is that
is anybody surprised? Why are we surprised that he's? Why are we
I
surprised?
think it's
There's no
anger.
reason to be surprised by this kind of behavior from Sheldon
Absolutely.
Neely. I mean, we've said how because I was being sarcastic, and we were all being sarcastic when we said we've gotten over these things. We haven't gotten over these things.
No.
You know, we're tired of bottled water.
Yep.
You know, I mean,
And
we're
the
tired of
plastic.
our dollars going to everybody else. We're tired of people giving the money to their own nonprofits and voting for themselves.
It's illegal.
But it happens. So
It
why are you
does.
surprised about Hasselblad?
Girl, he just pulled the shenanigans. What about them signing that 6-month lease for the business center over on Clio Road?
Oh my goodness, what a waste. You know, that's where last week I wanted us to move the
jewel.
mailbox.
Isn't that the jewel?
Oh my goodness, the word.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't know.
Is that
That's
the jewel?
that's what Councilwoman what's her name?
I don't know.
Lewis said.
Clutch your pearls. Shut your mouth and clutch them. I said clutch.
Shut my
Clutch. I said
Okay.
clutch. Lord.
Okay, I'm gonna shut my
Can you
mouth.
shut your mouth?
That
said-
is
Look,
what
okay, I'm gonna look.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna pull this up so you
Why
can
are
see
you
this.
paying that much for a lease on a building that you could have bought for that much?
Because he wants to.
And let
No,
me
'cause
say
somebody
this.
is-
She said it's a jewel on the north side.
Now let me say this. When I
That's
That's what she said.
Liddell Lewis.
But they call her Lydell for
well,
a
let me
reason.
say this to you now. When I say these are the same moves that are being made on your school board and on all your now when we well, let me tell you, when we were on the school board, they were renting somebody's kitchen. They had paid out hundreds of thousands of dollars. They could have bought a building, renovate. So I said, instead of renewing this, why don't we just renovate our own building? So that's how Northwestern's kitchen ended up. But they were paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to rent a building over market value, really. Okay, but they don't have money for books for kids. They don't have transportation. They can't provide activities. Oh, and they paid that $600,000. I still ain't heard when the board voted on it. They can do stuff, but they just can't help the kids. See, they can do stuff
They
like
can do
this.
what they want.
They
do
can
what they
lease
want.
somebody's building and make sure they live well off our back.
Well, they're buying up the north side of Flint.
They
They're buying
are.
up the north side of
They
Flint.
are.
You know, they put that thing
I
in the
told them they gonna
master's
price
plan
them out.
about how you can't build, but they're gonna change
They
all
gonna
that
build.
once
They
get-
gonna build.
right,
When
once
they
they
get
get all of the
everything.
You
land.
can see it coming forward now. If you go, if you're Fifth Avenue, Saginaw Street, they're coming. That whole Avenue A, Patterson,
Mhm.
Page Street, all that area down there.
Williams.
Yeah, William
Route.
Street and all that. Go through
And
there.
let me say
They got
this.
all that new house down there.
Let me say this because one of the comments brought up the late Eric Mays. Mr. Mays died almost a year ago. This is no longer on Mr. Mays. We voted for a new council person, and he was not there today for Hasselbrink. And we both campaigned on Hasselbrink. What we would do to protect Hasselbrink. He made a comment. He said, "You see my work. You see my work. Miss Bev ain't going nowhere. Hasselbrink ain't going nowhere." Right, right, right. And guess what?
Isn't he the
No
same
show.
council person that didn't show up for his own town hall?
No
and
show.
Same
Okay,
one.
well, let me say this
No,
because, and I am going to say this to the community because you try to be gracious in your public service, but everybody was, we don't know her. Well, do you know him? Did you know that he was going to play in your face like this? Did you know that since you know him so well? Because one thing I can say, I can lay my life down on this. I never would have supported pimping out old people or children under no circumstances. I will starve to death before I sell my community out. Even though I lost the election, I stand on that. As angry as I am about what is going on in my community, I never would have cut you that deep or split your throat from ear to ear
Well,
in that manner. So-
let's see what happens. What is it? January 5th? Is
Yes.
that their
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they were talking
That,
about
it's gonna be some new people.
Well, they're gonna have a.
Oh, let me
the
talk about
fire
the
chief's
people.
wife,
Yes.
the director out here,
Yes,
not
yes.
Billy Billings. Oh my God.
Yes.
Clutch your purse. You
Yes.
got your tree and your
Yes.
Cracker Barrel dinner, sir.
There you go.
$12
Oh.
in
Okay,
And he's a pastor too. And he was being disrespectful to Councilperson Burns, just mean and nasty.
Oh.
And it's
I heard they snatched.
thing.
I heard they snatched the mic from him at that meeting yesterday. Now they don't want to hear what he got to say. You're all pimped out and used up, sir. And let me say this also. Miss Bev spoke about talking about the police have to be called up there. Well, she said the police have been called up there 3 times. 2 times it was called on Billy Billings. She said you will not be allowed to threaten people up there,
That's right.
or you will be asked to leave.
There you
And
go.
she said, and with her job on the line, she said it is not acceptable because the seniors have to feel safe. And so people don't like when you run a fair operation. Okay.
They don't understand fair at City Hall. That's a concept to be developed. Now, when the senior citizens were under
Oh,
Mayor Weaver, the rent was what? $1.
Well, they didn't
Let's talk about
they
that
didn't-
for a
they
second.
didn't like her because they say she was stealing, but the city was running. You had free water. You didn't pay a water bill when your water was poisoned, and you got free bottled water
let's
and was
be
getting
fair.
free groceries. But we know he ain't stealing, even though you ain't getting nothing.
somebody's getting it.
Not them.
Under the
Somebody's
table.
getting
I'm
it.
talking under
Let's
the
talk
table.
about what's- ooh, under the
Oh,
Under the table.
Quit saying that.
Under
Some
the
of them are-
table.
Some of it's on top of the
Some of them
table.
are bent over the table. You can get under the desk, you can bend over the desk.
I need-
From what I hear.
Whoa, let
From what
me
I-
get my
and you
pink
get on-
glasses on.
you get up on the
Camera person, pink glasses.
Hey,
Blink after.
don't cut my throat and then shank me and then think I ain't gonna call you out. Some of y'all need stitches while you thought you was doing me, baby. I was trying to help.
And walk up to the council after being disrespectful and say, I love everybody.
I love
Oh
my
my God.
community.
Oh my God.
Y'all just get y'all tail
Oh,
out that
that's
to bring down.
That was disgusting.
Well, look,
Presentation.
Nah, he was trying to
He
get.
done
He was
gave y'all some trash cans and put his name on it. Jesus, what do you think you're gonna get? Clean water? Not until you leave
Or a
town.
respectful fire person
no
Well.
respectful. Listen, the
whose
administration.
wife also now
That
works for the
starts-
city.
oh, that starts at the top.
That starts at the top and
That
it goes
starts
all the
at
way
top.
down.
Yeah, it
From
does.
how many times has I call him Clyde the Glide? How many times has Clyde the Glide
I don't know. That's the response.
went up there?
I don't know.
I don't know, but
I
I'll
don't
get
know.
back with you.
I don't know.
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 Oh, and Ms. Bev also said they have been
don't
requesting
know.
meetings with this administration. They have sent questions to this administration. They have called this administration. They have submitted all the paperwork that has been requested, and this administration has not responded to them. Okay, which is,
Well, that's par for the course.
I mean, right.
Well, the thing that they're saying is that she said that she would meet with the administration, and she has made it point blank that she did not say that she would not meet with the administration.
she's
She
tried
said she
to.
would
She's
not
been
meet with
begging
Ed
for it.
Taylor.
She's been begging for.
Who would meet with that
And I
Taylor
was
the
about
way
to
he
say,
treats people?
You know
Let me
what?
tell you
I
something.
don't know the man.
Oh, I don't know
I
him
know-
either. I don't
know
want to know him.
people like I know people that know him, and I've seen, but from what I've seen
Oh, from what I've seen.
from that performance with the
at
dome,
the dome,
that
yelling
dome.
at people.
and then in council,
And Miss Mack, what he did to
yeah,
Miss
Miss
Mack,
Mack, I
sounds dirty to me.
I'm gonna just say it starts at the top.
Yeah,
It really does.
And you know, so I just want to say how interesting is that the mayor can't come out and do his own dirty work,
Well, why
but
you-
he's gonna. Well, because he's tall enough is one reason, and there's why
Who, the
does he?
mayor?
He's tall enough. He's tall enough. He's tall
I can't
enough.
believe you said that with a
He's
straight
tall
face.
enough.
You know the Wizard of Oz will just
Let me tell you something. He may have to run for something else. I don't
Run.
know.
He may have to run.
All the
Operative
funds and
words.
all this
He may
stuff.
have to run.
Just got their ARPA funds.
Mhm.
I'd run them suckers in the middle of Broadway and let them get hit.
You got something for
Ran
us?
up by a box truck day and night and blame all of it on him and ride into the sunset. And I'll let all the rest of, because some of y'all gonna go to jail while you thinking you done got away. But
I
this is
want to
what
talk
wanna
about
say
the jail
about
part.
Ed Taylor.
Oh God, the mayor. He's tall enough. He's definitely tall enough. He can do that himself. He is tall enough, right?
Mays filed a complaint with the Ethics and Accountability Board when I was
Jesus,
on there.
take the
Ed
wheel.
Taylor sicked the police on the residents and said the administration run this, which are not supposed to be political when you're having these public meetings. And he sicked the police on. So this complaint came before the Ethics and Accountability Board. So we had the video footage and we were going to look at it in the Ethics and Accountability Board when we went over the complaint. None of the board members would even look at the video footage except for me and Billy Dansler. And
that's why y'all two
and-
at home.
and-
now.
I was person that shocks the little. That's why
What's going on?
It's fine.
We're going.
Administration quality
They don't know it.
or accountable. Ms. Bell tried to hold him to quality. The same benefits he were afforded. She tried to afford McDonald Rivet, and now she is unemployed. Let's be clear here. We're dealing with a gangster administration. They're unlawful. And it's
They are
still
running it.
cash, and
They're running it like they are
in the words of
gangsters.
Mr.
Right.
Burns,
Yeah.
They running
They-
it like Carter on New Jack City.
Yeah, they are.
And not only do they want to have people represent them that are like gangsters too, they walk around with big guns to a house where they know children are in.
Making them wet.
That's
So they-
gangster.
Well,
That's
they can do that. They
gangster.
gonna do that in Hassel.
I don't know now.
Sure they will.
That-
Cause
that's
we're
the-
not-
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do January the 5th if them people ain't if they ain't out of there.
They
Well,
gonna
we know
throw
what,
old
we know
ladies down.
what the first work council person would do.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. The
They
police
gon-
gonna come in there and throw some old ladies and old men down and slap them around and kick some tail.
And I see that at city council.
Yeah,
so
they-
yes,
I was gonna say,
they're
that's what they do.
practicing.
You're right, that's what they do at city council as well.
You keep talking about what the first ward councilman is gonna do. He didn't show up for them today.
no, he
Okay.
doesn't show up. He
Why
didn't
he
have.
not.
That's
He
his
should not.
MO.
But did
should be
show up
embarrassed
yesterday?
because he lied.
No,
But
he
he
should
didn't say
not be
He
embarrassed.
should be.
They should
He
be
lied.
embarrassed
See, you
for
know, no,
themselves.
You know what? I
Lied
was
to
gonna
them.
tell you
Yeah.
this. You know what?
And he
And
has
maybe
people-
I'm cynical
Yeah.
because
Me and Stephanie may be.
I may be cynical, and
Get your paper.
it is what it is. I'm gonna just say it. It took me a minute to get over the election,
Stephanie was mad at him.
and not because I'm a sore loser or anything like that, because I know somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose. I'm a 50-plus-year-old woman.
When
so,
it's
you know,
fair, you
yeah.
know that. When it's
So
fair,
I mean, I understand.
we don't know fair
And
though.
so I know that, but I I knew what was going to happen.
Right.
We
Like,
all-
You know,
Right.
I knew what was going to happen.
It's not a
And
shame.
I knew who was going to be affected and who was going to hurt the worst.
Yep.
It's not going to hurt those people over there.
So why do we have elections?
It's not going to,
Well-
again, and then I'm going to tell you something.
Okay.
And I'm not, everybody, we're called conspiracy theorists and, whatever. But I
Just so I'm tall. Go
yeah,
ahead.
but there was a ward. There was a ward over there in that first ward area. There was a precinct over there in that first ward area that I'm gonna tell you, I'm not sure that Carol lost.
Well, there you go. Put that on the table. Put
But
that on the table.
things are so corrupt.
And that's true for Miss Beverly as
Things are so
well.
corrupt.
And maybe Jan Marie, because when Art Woodson spoke on them absentee ballots, baby, Candace was, and when you say absentee ballots, she
Yeah, listen.
Corruption
Yeah,
all
down there turned into a donut.
Yeah.
from 1 to 7.
Candy cane sat down.
1 to 10. 1 to 7.
Instantly. So,
Candy cane went
But
so
this is
candy
my
cane.
thing.
That tone, that volume got
and I talked to Stephanie about this. Let me say this and I did want to go down there and represent my community and help Miss Burns and stand strong for Councilman Mays. But God does everything for a reason. I get upset. I did not need to be down there with all that corruption. Now, let me say this. They saw this man's name on Flint City's check registry, his name personally, which is illegal. They saw the video, okay? And a lot of them still decided that this man was a good fit. I'm going to say it again. I have never seen white America, and I'm not saying that it shouldn't be done. I'm telling you what I have not seen. I've never seen white America support a black man that is a felon with a violent history, with no education, embrace him with a possible open felony that should be investigated.
How about the hypocrisy of when they were doing those interviews for the third ward and they were bringing up
Oh,
the
those
things
were
that
interrogations.
Beverly
Yeah,
passed.
but they
And you
didn't
got
bring
a
up-
whole killer up there.
and a whole bunch of other things that
Oh,
he's been
yeah.
held accountable for.
Oh.
But let me say this.
Well, I'm sorry,
but
attempted
this
killer.
goes to show you. But this goes to show you the hypocrisy. How they hold a black woman in this community. They don't know that I've done anything. And what they said I done, they lied on me flat out. And you could have fact checked it, but they didn't care to do that.
Oh,
because
girl, be quiet. You don't like nobody. You ain't.
I
You didn't.
don't.
You didn't.
I don't.
You didn't
I
steal
don't.
money.
I don't like nobody.
That was me.
I don't. I don't.
It's all
That me and you. Look, they gonna say me and you did it because we hanging out with them.
you are who you're with.
And so now, and they embraced him. They gave him money. They gave him all the support.
They
he
gave
needed.
him the
They gave him
election.
free airtime, because when you're in an election, you're supposed to give all the candidates equal airtime.
Oh,
They didn't do that.
People on the
That's
news every
every
time.
And what I'm going to say this: you won by how many votes? 108. And here I am. Didn't even know I was going to run. That means I didn't prepare financially. I shot from the hip. I was being sued by the Flint School Board, might as well being how they termed so Judas. I fought a lawsuit, ran a campaign, and worked a full-time job
Mhm.
at the same time, never been convicted of a felony, have a track record of standing up for the community, and I was
So
slayed.
what do you expect?
And I was slayed. So I'm just saying.
You know,
So,
that's what they
yeah.
do, Carol.
No,
Yeah.
That's what they do.
no crying
And
for
you
me.
know what was the sad thing about it?
Carol, you so but that's
There were, and you know, and I saw this with you, and I saw it from there. It was our own. It was people that
especially these women.
these women, the
Ooh,
women
we got
were
some
our,
broken
we
women in
got
this
some broken
community.
women in this community. We had some women that were. I heard everything from she thinks she looks good because I'm thinking, well, girl, if the girl was she supposed to be walking around here looking like Slap Rock, walking around here with her head down?
But how many times I do, y'all see me with my sweats, with my ponytail hey, I'm not gonna apologize.
But don't project your food. Don't project how you feel about me on me.
Well, she thinks she thinks she cute because she light skinned. Now you seen my mom. I look just like my mama. My mama is Stephanie's color. I was gonna be cute if I was light skinned. And yes, I think I'm cute. And I think I'm smart. And I think I'm compassionate and attractive and intelligent and a whole lot of other stuff.
You know what, Carol? I'm just gonna tell you, baby.
Smart.
You a smart.
Eyes important. And let me tell you something.
Comments.
I like me.
John, I'm gonna send you.
I'm
back
with
in-
you, John.
You going back in the timeout?
I want you, John. I'm with you, John. I'm with you, John.
Go enjoy the ganja.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Broke.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's-
Well, they did it to Miss Gladys. Mm.
Be received when the election is fair, the right person will.
Yeah.
Excellent point.
Very broken.
What's up, Patrick Jean? Thanks for tuning in.
Said, okay then, Redbone.
Yes.
Absolutely,
Yes.
Miss Francis.
And that's why
Absolutely.
we always
Shout
say,
out to Miss Francis. I hope you're feeling better, Miss
They're about the
Francis.
business of getting, what they want. And
Yeah,
just, and just
yeah.
doing
I'm gonna say
what they
this.
want to do.
Okay, go
Oh, okay.
I need y'all to click, like, and
Click
share.
like and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Welcome to the After Hours Print Shop, located in the Floyd J. McCree Theater building at 4601 Clio Road, Flint, Michigan. A minority-owned printing service in your own backyard. Printing, faxing, copying, laminating, and notary services. For more information, contact the After Hours Print Shop. That number is 810-820-3948. They have a grand opening special of 10% off all first orders.
Oh,
Oh, we're back.
okay.
Back. Well, we just want to tell people to stay tuned for that. Stay involved and stay engaged,
Engaged, yeah.
and do your research.
And
Don't
remember,
don't listen to what they're saying. Research for yourself.
That's true.
And that's what you
right.
have to do. Because they will tell a
Absolutely.
lie over and over and
Mhm.
over.
and
All they want to do is lie, 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 lie,
Yeah,
lie, lie.
and
Remember
once-
that one that came out on Women Head?
oh,
Gotta show that guy dancing
yeah.
because he's a liar. But there's some other stuff, but we do have good
Yeah, we're
things
gonna
going
talk
on
about-
in the city.
The people of Hasselbrink, we stand by you. We're gonna try to support as much as we can, and
We-
just know. Do you have the link that they have for the I think it's on Hasselbrink. Is it on Hasselbrink's
It's on
Facebook?
Hasselbrink's Facebook page.
It's on Hasselbrink's Facebook page where you can donate to their for their attorney fees. And I think that's the key to a lot of things that are going on here in the area. We need
They
some.
know we don't have.
They know we don't. We're out lawyered,
Right.
and you can't use local lawyers here
Because
because
in bed
they're all
together.
in bed together. So we have to come up with some money to get some people that are from outside of this area that can come in. And I don't know what the answer is. I don't know if we're gonna have to go to the church and cook some fish dinners, or what we're gonna have to do, or what needs to be
Or
done.
bean pies.
Or being, oh yeah, we're gonna have to do.
We're
bean-
gonna do all that
but-
stuff.
Yeah,
We're
but
gonna do everything.
The
it
money
has,
from the bean pies is mine.
Okay.
oh Lord.
I'm kidding.
So I would like to just abruptly change the subject.
Yeah, so we're
So-
gonna go into that.
Can I say one thing
You
before we
may.
change? It's because since we're talking, I know what we're going to talk about, but let me just say, here's to us as Black women,
Mhm.
because I'm tired of having to defend how we look, what we wear, how we dress,
If you
and we
date
need to be
somebody-
lifting each other up. And if
instead
you
of
aren't
trying to
about
tear
that
each other
business,
down.
then you're with the wrong group. I just need to say that.
And let me say this.
And or bye haters.
No, look.
So okay, you know what? But go ahead. Liz.
So, Saturday, I went down to the corner of Court and Saginaw Street to the Mott Walsh. They call it a gallery, but it's really an art museum.
Okay.
They have, in my estimation, the largest collection of contemporary African American art in the United States.
Right here.
Right here in Flint,
Right
on
here.
the corner of Saginaw and Court.
All right.
So we have to go there. So
It was
Saturday,
beautiful.
unbelievable.
It was unbelievable.
Had the privilege of meeting personally. It was like a spiritual experience for me.
I think she has a crush.
Lady,
I think
I think you
this
need to-
girl clutcher has
I
a
think you
crush.
have to zoom
She
in.
is
on
looking
this
lusty
camera.
over there.
Look at her. She was
Look,
I mean, it's not often you get to meet artists that are on the
his name
caliber.
is Ali McGee.
McGee. He's from Detroit.
Okay.
He was a dude.
He was.
really
He was
was.
extremely
He
cool.
was a
Yeah, you know, it ain't nothing.
love.
It ain't nothing like a good old school Detroit player.
And he was
He was from the 60s revolutionary
Mhm.
before his time. Cass Tech was like the elite intellectual school in Detroit. And he was talking about his mother made sure he went to school there. He's only 14. He's in high school already.
Mhm.
And they're like, what are you doing in this art class? Because he was black.
because he said there was only
Still is.
3 of them.
That's
He
right.
still is.
Still is. And he was like, I'm where I need to be.
Gonna clutch for
I'm
you.
where I need to be. And he was telling the people that were there, this is what we need to be doing, really. So he has taken art and he has laid it on the floor. He has brought it to the wall. He's taken it to the ceiling. He's turned it inside out and he's presented it to us.
And he did things that they told him he couldn't do.
And shouldn't do.
And shouldn't do.
Be Eurocentric.
And that's what we do.
Define the eye.
Exactly.
Out of
Yes.
eyes, we take something out of nothing and make it
And-
into something.
Mhm.
Speaking of something out of nothing, the Clarissa Shields movie, The Fire in Me.
Mhm.
OMG.
Okay.
good?
Oh, it was
Black
good.
woman.
Black
Black woman.
Yeah, and black women sacrifice.
That's
We also have the fight
when is
at
it?
the beginning of December. I think it's December
This is
6th.
December.
March. I'm sorry.
March.
Okay.
Okay. That's that's
We missed it.
with my street business. I got untangled. That's her Remy Mosby. The beginning of March. My fault. My bad. I think it's the first weekend in March. But in March, she's having a fight in New York. But I want to say the acting was so realistic.
Oh,
the
good.
the young lady that played her, in my opinion, did a phenomenal
Who was
job.
it? Do you know?
I have no idea what
They
it
have a
was.
lot of unknowns in this movie.
But let me
A lot
say
of
this.
unknowns.
Okay.
Mhm.
It was the movie to me
Mhm.
depicted the true grit, grind, and strife that we face as Flintstones. How she overcame and did things that hadn't been done. But
Mhm.
it's never been on a Wheaties box. It's never been on Sports Illustrated. Has never been a cover girl. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
She has 2 gold medals back to back. When she was a young girl, she was 15 and 16 fighting 30-year-old women. Okay. And she's held on and she's never lost a fight. She's did her MMA thing. But I
Mhm.
just want to say, I feel like this lady is not celebrated enough.
She's not.
And there's because she do this. We women from
We
Flint,
always
got
want to
kids
judge
that-
somebody.
But why do even
Always
when you were
do.
performing, why do we always got to kids extra ASS? You couldn't hang with who you wanted to, even though you were all around the world fighting for us to have clean water. I did this. I said that. She's not it. The abuse that Black women take here in Flint, Michigan.
We are disrespected over and over
my
and
God.
over.
By
again.
other Black
and-
women, though,
by
we make
other
it all
Black
right.
women.
We make it all right.
Right.
Because
Well-
you want to be, or you're jealous, or you can't be, or you thought you should be, or I don't like her because look, you are what you are.
And we're gonna clutch,
has
we're
nothing
gonna
to do
clutch
with
our
me.
pearls and keep on talking. So you went, when was that,
That
Saturday?
was last night. Delta Sigma
That was last night?
Health there.
Yay for the
Okay,
Delta.
so you did that last night.
No, it was Wednesday night when you did that.
Was that what that was? the last
Girl,
night?
she just
No,
told us
it was
December
last
1st.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't last
No,
night because remember we were gonna
We
do
were gonna
this
do this
last.
So we think this is Thursday, y'all, because we usually do this on third. We don't.
It's all right. It's okay. In my mind, I thought I had another week before Christmas.
But you know what? But I guess the point is there are a lot of things that we can be supporting
Mhm.
in Flint, because sometimes you got to take your mind off of this other stuff.
It
going on.
prepares
And let's
for the
talk about
future.
Kwanzaa that's coming
Okay.
the day after Christmas, which will be Thursday.
Okay.
So we have less than a week to prepare for that, get through the traditional holidays if you do them,
Mhm.
and then look forward to Kwanzaa, which pulls us
And
all
you can
together.
still go and see Clarissa Shields
Yes.
movie. Where was
Yes.
that, at the
It was
Trillium?
at the Trillium.
You can still go to the what is it, the
Art, I mean, the
The-
Walshmont Gallery.
Walshmont Gallery, and see that exhibit.
Correct.
Because it was wonderful.
It's a wonderful
And
museum.
Amazon is on strike.
And Amazon is on strike.
So I
And-
hope you got your Christmas gift.
And the feds decided to not have
They're not over at the Housing Commission. We
no, the
discussed-
feds in Washington decide to let all the federal employees continue working next week.
Okay, well, I heard the
Because-
feds are over at the Housing
So-
Commission investigating the corruption. I wouldn't want to leave that out.
Oh, I hope so. I really sincerely
Merry
hope they're,
Christmas to you.
yeah.
No.
And call me, call me,
Look,
call me. Yeah, there you go. And
That's right.
Oh, and the first ward councilman has stepped down as of last week. I hear.
from the
Step down
from the-
from what?
The Housing Commission.
yes, well,
Not the Oxford ward, y'all.
that,
I know.
Don't say T. People got trademark infringement rights and all that on T.
What can we say?
What can we say?
that was a very smart thing for him to do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what? Maybe we should get a list of things that we can say and that, you know, because I thought
We can say, oh, okay, Landon, you gonna tell us what we can say? Okay. Did you all get to see? Oh,
Okay.
aren't we giving away a book?
Oh, Miss Simpkins,
Because
Michelle Simpkins.
Stimson.
Oh,
right there,
Stimson.
with the socks with her
Sorry.
story. And she did a story. She did a Christmas story and it takes place in Michigan. It's
Aw.
on Audible.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay, stay tuned because we're gonna post it.
And some more hogwash to prove that we're being gentrified. They have Flint, number 6 top 10 city to live in Michigan. I just thought and Detroit is number 7. The way you lie, we got Taylor, Bloomfield Hills, Southfield, St. Clair Shores,
Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids, Ann
Battle
Arbor,
Creek.
Port Huron, Battle Creek, Traverse City, Lord have mercy, Northville,
They can drink their water.
you know what?
all of them places. And they tell me, that's how you know that there's some malarkey taking place. And this was real,
She said Malarkey.
real estate, USA, something another, but it was on Google.
Okay,
How
so
much
you
did
know
they
it.
pay somebody to tell that? Kids
That's
getting
right.
killed in their beds, sleeping that are not in gangs, honor students, because they cousin in the gang. And and we don't even have a school. Don't that drive to real estate?
So you know what?
Bad for your neighborhood, no school.
Okay, what I tell them, Carol? Do your research.
Mhm.
Do your research. Okay, so let's say, okay, it's almost Christmas. What you
Okay.
all doing?
I'm working. Cha-ching.
You know what? I'm gonna go and but everybody knows my family is big and we're kind of
What you doing?
I'm going to
Good.
and
What?
Florida and hang out and stick my toes in the sand maybe or
That
sit by
would
the
be-
pool and not do nothing. And I'm knowing my family and the people that I'm going down there, I'm
You're gonna
sure I
have a
can
good
talk
time.
one of them into doing some retail therapy with
That's
me. after.
right. Retail therapy. It'd be nice to get out of this cold weather.
Yeah,
I just
I'm
came
looking
back
forward
from
to it.
Goodyear, Phoenix, and it was beautiful.
It
I'm the person
was.
that's developing, and he's in a gated community, 3 golf courses, 2 restaurants, and 1 under construction to make the 3rd. And when
And you
I
came back home.
when I saw
Right.
that,
I didn't like do you well,
I
you,
said to
you
get
got
my
the job.
money right. I
That's
got
right.
to
We're
go.
sorry. We're sorry. Come back home.
Yeah.
What you doing for the holiday? What you doing for the holiday?
I'm staying at home.
You're not going
Rest.
nowhere?
I am, but it's gonna be after.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I'm leaving after the house.
I got you.
right. See, I thought about it. I'm thinking.
But We should, well, we'll wait.
We got.
Okay, so we need to, the pearl clutches, we need to go
We need to
somewhere
dip
and
off.
take you all with us.
Yeah, we need to dip
How
off.
would you like to do that?
Yeah,
How would you like to do that?
That's- Landon, are you gonna go with
we
us?
need to do a little jump. A little
Landon gonna go with us? We got the best.
Maybe we should be Landon. Well, we don't.
He's
wanna
our-
call-
our produ- what is
No,
it?
we're not gonna call him a producer because we
Oh.
don't want to do that.
We can't say-
It's co-produced.
we can't-
We-
we
no,
can't
no,
say
no,
that.
no,
We can't
no.
say that word.
Well, I was wondering, could we start our travels down in Detroit to go see Allie
Alvin.
McGee to see
Oh.
what his studio is like? I just wanted to bring you back to
Wait a minute.
reality.
Because McGee, we need to tag him on this.
His cougar.
It was, and what I like, because when you look at what was going on at that time, as far as the Klan, and he would do takes on things, and
Yeah.
he called them the Ku Klux
And
Klan.
Flint is, that's
in that
right.
Picture.
He picked up a piece of, what's the park there? Oh, Belle Isle.
Mhm.
The other thing I think I wanted to mention is that I think Black men in art, we're not talking about it enough. And there is a piece that's
Lindsay,
at
can you
the
put that
Flint.
picture? Do you have that picture? I have that picture. I love that picture
So the piece
I'ma
I
show it
think
to
we're
you.
going to show
of
of the
me.
FIA at
The black
FIA
man.
in the boat like this in a canoe
Yeah.
in the
I'ma
hot
show
pink
you.
shirt. Well, anyway, he did a show,
Oh, no, look
a
at
warm
this.
up.
Oh no.
That's a nice picture.
It's-
And
Is
he
it-
talked about the fur trade. It's around the fur trade.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's late.
So he's from Detroit as well.
Talking about birds. I like.
He
like that.
he did a whole piece
I
on
was about to
furs
say, that's a
because
thing.
they were
Yeah.
slaves were escaping through Michigan,
right.
and for
Mhm.
survival they got into the fur trade
trade.
with
Right.
the United States
And so
and
that's what
Canada.
this is about.
And that's what that particular piece is. But
Mhm.
the importance of this, I would like to say, is where do you go and you see Black men, big, enormous canvases of Black men on canvas?
Right.
You can go all over the world and you will not see this. But down in Detroit, these are the Black men that are producing the contemporary art.
I think we're gonna go see Allie.
Let me tell
I
you
want
that
to.
picture.
Well, let's go see him.
That painting of Barack Obama, that black guy who painted him
Mhm.
when they revealed him in Michigan.
Yes, yes.
Baby, he looked like a black king on that picture. It was beautiful.
Well, I
I
think we
wanna
should
see that.
explore more Black
And
artists
so we're gonna
in
explore. We're
Michigan.
gonna start with this Black man.
Oh, let's talk about it.
So you're gonna be our manager.
We can use that word.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna be
We're
our
gonna be
manager. Okay. You're gonna be our manager, okay?
What you mean?
I'm trying to work this so it'll make it sound good to you too, okay?
And his wife,
That
so I let him come with
that
us
I-
to do the tape.
Jedi mind
Oh,
tricks,
those
Jedi
damn
mind
details.
tricks.
Pay severely if he got to manage all of us.
Oh,
Landon just laugh. He don't.
So before we close, Landon, what do we have to do? Is there anything else on there before we tell everybody Merry Christmas to all?
Like, share,
Oh,
subscribe,
Share.
and everybody that Merry Christmas.
Merry
Keep Flint. Yeah, we're gonna do the Christmas, the Temptations.
I can't say.
Ms. Gilchrist said, let her know she might want to go.
all right.
Come
All right
on,
now.
girl.
That's right.
Come with us.
Johnson said,
Look, Gil,
Melanie,
take us to the airport.
Say bye.
said, let's plan a trip to watch the Nickel Boys movie.
We should.
Ah, good idea. Again.
The
again.
Nickel Boys. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Somebody told Carol she can't. Cause she just singing. She's just
They
singing,
got
yeah.
beautiful.
But it's-
Don't hit
But-
that.
but
don't hit that high note on that silent night. Don't do it.
Do it, Carol, do it.
No.
Oh, no. You all stay with us.
That-
in this tiger.
No.
Keep your pearls on during
And
the
I-
holidays.
And I'm gonna say
Don't
to all of
do
you
it.
beautiful Black women sitting here together,
Mm-hmm.
thank you.
Clutching our pearls.
Clutching our pearls.
You
And
know
to
what?
all that are tuned in, thank
Thank you.
For
This
all
project
four.
came out of I don't know. Well, I think we were sitting at the bar and had too many margaritas or something. This came
We were
about.
not
And a
drinking
jewel.
margaritas.
And the jewel was buff
But a
and
jewel,
formed.
but it turned into a something
But that's what
beautiful.
happens when we come together.
And
And
I,
celebrate each other.
absolutely.
There you go.
And you know what? I want to. I look forward to 2025 and seeing how we take this baby and grow it. And you guys,
And you
gonna
all
be-
come with us.
come with
for the
us.
ride.
Yeah, come for the
Yes.
ride. Come on. We take it.
Fantastic voyage.
Come on, ride. There ain't no job. Just slide, glide.
It's all the way live.
Bye,
Yeah.
haters.
But
Merry Christmas.
Merry
to you.
Christmas, everybody.
Merry
Happy
Christmas
New
to all
Year.
and to all.
A
Good night.
And happy Kwanzaa.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Bye.